All right, friends, we are live. Hello. Sorry, it's been a minute. I've been enjoying my vacation so much. So today I'm going wine tasting. So I'm going to show you guys kind of my makeup look that I'm going to do for that. Let me see if I can get the angle a little bit better so I get less of the table, more of me. As you can see, we are still in Hawaii. So super lovely. So this is going to be pretty quick just so that I can kind of get on with the vacation here. So let me make sure I have my little mirror out so I can see what it is I'm actually doing. Of course, I'm traveling. I do have all of my stuff in a bag. So let me just unpack it a little bit here just so I can get to the products that I need. I certainly have a lot of products. Hello, welcome. All right, almost done grabbing everything I need out of this bag. This should be everything. Maybe I'll do like an eye look today. I haven't had much time to do like eye makeup, but let's see what I have time for today. Okay, I don't think I might need these brushes. I'll take these out just in case. Okay, don't need this. I don't need this. Let's see what else I'm gonna need. These. You know, I should be putting on my primer while I get all my stuff ready because this does take about 30 seconds to soak into my face. I do have on like a cute little dress because I am going wine tasting today. I will show you all at the end the final fit and the final look. All right, let me just make sure I have primer all over my face. We'll let that soak in as I continue finding everything from my travel bag that I need. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Primer, Power Grip Primer. I assume it's poreless also. But it's one of my favorites. This is the second time I've bought this primer, so one of my favorites. Okay, I think I've finally gotten everything I need, except for I don't know where my lipstick I want to wear is, but that's okay. I do have everything vodded. Good luck at work. All right, now that hopefully everything is dry on my face, I'm going to go in with a little bit of my MAC Prep and Prime here. And I'm gonna add a little chapstick to my lips. I feel like this is like right in the middle of everyone's day because it's only like 8 o'clock here, like Hawaiian time, but I know it's like much later for everyone else. Oh, thank you. I'm glad we like the necklace with it. I feel like it's such like a fun tropical necklace and I like don't like wear it normally. So now is its time to shine. Oh yeah, the earrings match like a little bit too. I didn't layer these that well. I don't love what I did with the layering, but we got like an all pink look going today. All right, I'm gonna start putting my foundation on my face. I do normally wet my makeup sponge to put products on my face, but we got no water access out here. So I'm just gonna hope for the best here and hope that I cover my whole face. I also didn't have time to charge my actual mic today, so we're back to AirPods like what I used to do back in the day. So the audio is probably slightly off, but that's okay. I also have to make sure I don't get makeup on my AirPod because I also used to do that back in the day before I had like a little wireless mic and I just had my AirPods. I would like get makeup all over them when I would do like makeup videos, so we'll see what the damage is afterwards, but hopefully not too bad. All right, just make sure I get makeup all over here. I'm not missing any spots. Sometimes after streams, I will look at my face and I'm like, oh, I definitely missed like a huge portion of my face. Just blend it down onto my neck a little bit. I do feel like I got like a little bit more tanned while I was out here though, so that is nice. Normally I would go in and spray down my face, but for time's sake, we're just gonna go in with my powder. Essence All About Matte Fixing Compact here. I'm gonna go in and just put this all over my face. I know, I'm sorry, this is super dirty, but I'm gonna go with my little Laura Mercier puff. and just start putting this all over my face. Because I do feel like, although this is white and it does like make my face very pale, it does help set down my face so that it does stay matte. And I feel like this is like a really nice, not like secret, because this is available at like pretty much every drugstore, but it is sold out at a good number of drugstores. So I don't know, maybe kind of like a secret that got out that people are like hyped on. I don't know. I don't watch enough TikToks, but I had a really hard time finding a replacement for this. So when I did find some, I bought the only two they had left, which were like, sorry, I know you're not supposed to do that for like panic shopping purposes, but I had to. And this does last me about like, I'd say like a month, month and a half, and it's only $4 compared to like the actual Laura Mercier powder, which I think is 35 or 40. So instead it's like $8 to $10 a month. This is $4 a month. Plus, like with coupons, I think is probably close to like $3-ish a month. So I don't know. I'd rather do it. Plus, I feel like with this like pressed powder as opposed to like a looser like Laura Mercier setting powder, um, I don't know. I just feel like you have more control. Like you can like actually push the product into your face. I don't know. Just me. So I do have my L'Oreal Infallible powder. I'm going to go back in and just put all that color back on my face that the powder kind of took off. Just trying to do like a light dusting. I do feel like sometimes my face will look like too tan or too orangey if I go in too much of this, but I just want enough that my face looks nice here. I also feel like I like forget my like jawline section sometimes. So I'll like look at myself at the end of a stream and I'm like, oh, I am missing product there. So gonna go in with my Physicians Formula Matte Minolite Bronzer. Definitely kind of matches the scenery we've got here. Also kind of matches this chair. We're gonna go in with this, just bronze up my face a little bit more. Give myself some cheekbones and such. So I do just go in kind of under my cheekbones, just kind of carve those out. I should be looking in my little mirror at what I'm doing. And then I try to do a little bit on my forehead. Even though like I don't have a particularly large forehead, I just kind of like that look where it's like a little bit more tanned. And go in under the chin as well. Just kind of carve out a little bit more of a face shape for me. I don't know how effective this is, but something in my mind that does. Just do a little bit more on the chin, or not on the chin, a little bit more on my cheeks, because I feel like once I add the blush, this bronzer is kind of not as obvious. So we're going to keep that out. I'm going to go in with my little NARS blush, and I'm going to try to just lightly put this on my cheeks. We'll see. Because otherwise, I feel like my blush gets too heavy, so I'm trying to just go in a little bit more, like lightly. I probably do not have like the correct technique for putting this on. I feel like people just kind of like dab it a little bit more. I just like brush it on like any of my other products, but that's okay. I think this looks fine and dandy for now. Let's try to make sure it goes up a little bit higher so that my face looks nice and elongated. Ooh, I just dropped that. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with the bronzer and just blend those a little bit more together. We'll call that good. I can't really see with like the lighting out here and in my little mirror, but I assume it's good. So we're gonna keep moving on. I'm gonna go in with my very dirty Ofra highlighter. If any of you were here for when I was streaming for game day when I was in LA, I broke my bronzer. I didn't break it on camera, but I noticed it was broken like on camera, and that was a modern day tragedy. So I used to have a little travel size highlighter of this, and it broke on the last trip that I was on, and I have not had time to replace it. And I also honestly like forget that I have it, and I pack this full size one every trip anyway, so it just kind of doesn't work out that good for me. All right, just make sure I have like the high points of my cheeks down, a little bit of that nose highlight, although I'm sure that's gonna go away in no time out here. But just add a little bit of brightness to my face. I'm not gonna do like a little something with the eyes, trying to keep it pretty natural. So I'm gonna go in here with my, this definitely went away, but you can still sort of see the logo of the KVD This is the Kat Von D eyelid primer, more of a primer water than like a thick cream primer, which I love. Honestly, I've not done anything in my eyes this whole trip really besides just like mascara and eyeliner. Just because I've been trying to keep it more like natural looking, but I think today just for like wine tasting and going to the lavender farm, we're gonna do something a little bit extra. Still a little bit of goop on my face. That's okay. Okay. Now that my eyes are nicely primed, we're gonna go in here with a little bit of shadow. And we're just going to keep it really neutral. So I'm going to go in here with Latte. It's kind of more neutral tan color here. And just start putting this on the outer part of my... Maybe I should put this like over here. I don't know if that's better or worse. Alright, just start putting this on the outer part of my eyelid. And I'm going to start sweeping it over. Alright, outer part of my eye. And looks pretty good. Just start sweeping that over. I do like the color to be more intense on the outer part of my eye as opposed to the inner part. So just trying to make sure that I have like a good amount of product over here. And the same thing on the other eye, just building up that end and then just starting to sweep the product over just lightly. I'm just gonna do kind of my like lazy girl easy makeup. I guess if I were a really lazy girl, this would be it, but I'm gonna put a little bit of this under the eye just in case it's obvious, and maybe just a little bit of glitter, just doing a little something different today, maybe a little bit more of like an elevated look. Although, if you've been on my other streams, I know I've said it before that I was gonna be like, I thought I was gonna be like one of those eyeshadow girls that like wear eyeshadow like every day and have like a nice everyday eyeshadow, but I just never get around to that because I have like really early meetings. I'm not a morning person, so I just have never gotten around to being that gal, but that's okay. Alright, just putting this same color Latte under my eye so that we have a nice little matching, more complete look. Alright, that looks pretty good. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of sparkle here. We're going to go in with Candle. And we're just going to add in just a little bit of sparkle. I might not even do an inner corner on this because I'm trying to keep it very, very natural here today. I was so tempted to do the inner corner. Okay, I'm going to try not to do the inner corner. I can't see in this. We're just going to try to pack a little bit of glitter on that eyelid. Just going up like a little bit above my crease just so that it can be seen just because of the way my eyes fold. I'm going to try to take that glitter color over quite a ways just to keep this light and bright. So I'm trying to just pack this on in the middle. I guess I'm trying to sweep over more. So I'm trying to go just like on the bottom part of my eyelid. I'm going to blend it in with that first brush with the first color just so that there's a nice little divide between the two. Oops, I just went in with my glitter with this brush. Very nice. I'm going to have glitter everywhere. That's okay. We're going to make this work. I'm going to just blend it with this little brush. That was disastrous. Okay. It's fine. There's just a little extra glitter all over. We'll make it work. All right. I guess I'll just wipe this off on my hand. We'll wash my hand later. So I'm just going to go in with a little bit of s'more here at the top. Just this nice little white color and just highlight my brow bone a little bit here. Probably I'm getting glitter everywhere. That was a big mistake, but that's okay. So I do just like to highlight my brow bone a little bit just to give it like a better blend between that first color I put on and my eyebrows. So I'm still gonna need this. So just like I feel like very light, a little bit more natural. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of, actually, let me curl my lashes first. So, I don't know where I had this before where I could see. Just take a guess here. All right, curl my lashes a little bit here. This has not turned out as disastrous as I thought, so that's good. All right. My back is getting very warm though. It's starting to get very sunny. All right, let me just do my eyeliner in this little mirror here. This is another KVD product, and I wouldn't say I'm like particularly into her products. I just like got a lot of them as testers, like when I was working in a makeup store. I'm just like, oh, these work like pretty decent, so I use like a good number of products. Like this is her little tattoo liner. It's not that I'm particularly into them. They just like I got them for free, and I just have continued to use them. But I do think her line is like because Kat Von D is a little bit problematic. I think they are trying to rebrand it more as KVD, like just her initials, and like that it's a vegan line of makeup. So someone correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I think that's what they're trying to do. Maybe they were going to do it. I don't know, but I've seen that somewhere. Because not to get into it, but she is one of those people that does not vaccinate her kids against like anything, and like whether that's right or wrong, it is controversial. So it's one of those things. It's like I think it's hard to have controversial opinions when you're, like things like your makeup depend on you being a little bit more neutral. But I feel like that's just me. All right, so I'm going in with my Urban Decay Perversion, not a KVD product. Um, just going in here with my little travel size one. I did used to put on a lash primer, but honestly, I think my primer was out, so I didn't want to drag it all the way out to Hawaii for a product that did not work. Thank you. I'm glad that we think it looks nice over here. This is actually like the chair behind me. I hope that wasn't misleading. Thank you, Purple Plants. This is very nice here. It's funny. The table actually kind of matches the background too. It's got this little plant thing, but we kind of matches the background too. All right, let me just get this. Maybe we should get more product on this brush here. But I don't know where I put this mirror before where I was seeing myself. All right, just finish up with my mascara here. And then I don't have my, I think I got some of this product beneath my eye. I don't have my lipstick with me, so you guys are going to see the final look. Unfortunately. Oh, you're talking about me. We're getting there. We're getting there. I still got to draw on some eyebrows for myself. All right, this should be sufficient on the products here. I feel like I got a little bit of eyeshadow under my eye, but that's okay. We're gonna move on. Hawaii is very nice. It's very nice. I would never be able to wear something like this right now at home, and I'm certainly going to miss it, but that's okay. Can't stay in paradise forever. All right, let's try to draw on a little bit of eyebrow for myself. I'm just gonna take this little brush on my Morphe pencil here. Just try to shape these as best as I can. Just fluff them up a little bit. The weather is really good this time of year. So I'm on the island of Maui, and although I think it rained last night because there was a flash flood warning, although not for my area, it's been really warm. It's been like 80s pretty much every day I've been here, so super nice. And it doesn't get that much hotter than this, although because it is like humid and tropical, it does typically feel like warmer than the temperature is. It's just kind of nice all year round here. You're never like baking, I guess. You probably feel like you're baking, but it doesn't get to be like 110 out here. It just kind of like stays in the 80s, 90s. So super nice. I've been like Zillowing like the housing prices out here, and I was like, maybe I should just move out here. Then again, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't be like as good if you like moved to some place that's like super nice like this, because then where do you go for something super nice? Just like relax. Hard to say. All right, first eyebrow down. Let's try to make them look a little bit similar here. Also, happy Friday to you all. I honestly kind of forgot it was Friday, which vacations will do that to you. But unfortunately, that means my vacation is quickly coming to a close, which makes me sad. But I still have 2 more days here, so we want to make the most of it. Okay. These look fine enough. We're just going to go with these. We're going to fill them in and then clean them up as needed. Always on vacation mode. I wish I was always on vacation mode. But I have to go back to work on Monday. I kind of picked like the best time to go on vacation because next week people are kind of already going to be in vacation mode, I feel like, for Thanksgiving in the US. So I think people are going to be kind of like trying not to do anything too crazy next week. But then again, I work for like kind of a smaller like startup-y company, so who knows? But we'll see what the vibe is like. I think it'll be kind of chill next week at work, but I don't know. Cause like I feel like this is the last week where people are like really, really productive at work, and then next week people are just like thinking about their travel plans and like their kids are getting out of school and things. So I think it'll be like a little more chill. But we'll see. All right, this looks not bad. These look decently similar. I'll take it. All right, I think these look not bad, honestly. I feel like you guys are like sitting back at home. You're like, they do look bad, but they're close enough. We're just gonna feather out the front here. Let me just make this one not as low. Feather out the front a little bit, just so it doesn't look as much like I just drew on eyebrows for myself, which is what I did, but that's okay. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of my NYX Brow Control Freak here and just gel all my little brow hairs into place that I just drew on for myself. Not bad. And we're just gonna finish it off with a little bit of my Milani Make It Last spray. Definitely just felt myself spray that on my AirPod, but that's okay. All right, let me try to like back up and show you guys the final look here. I think my iPad was in the sun this whole time and it's panicking. Sorry, bud. Okay. Let me move this chair. Hopefully the sun won't make it too blinding to see me, but a little bit. It's a little bit blinding. Okay. Let me back this up this way a little bit. Oh, I just unplugged this. Okay, well, this is kind of the final look. I need to stay out of the sun, but this is it. Just like nice, fun wine tasting look. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Sorry, this angle is super awkward, but I appreciate you guys for your patience while I have not streamed much on vacation. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.